Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. I hope I am audible to you guys, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's start, guys, without any further delay. I hope screen is visible to everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right. So welcome, guys. Welcome in CCNA training.
Thanks, sir.
So we already had a class on I think on Tuesday where we have discussed about the the certification. So let me repeat it again for you guys. There are all right. So first of all, let me tell you guys what is CCNA, right? I hope all of you guys are have the basic knowledge or the basic idea about CCNA, but still let me start from the scratch. So Cisco certified network associate. I hope all of you guys are working somewhere. Is there anyone who is like in college or like a fresher? You guys can let me know in the chat box. Is there anyone who is like fresher to this field? Okay, Bhanu Pratap, I am a student. Okay. I'm also a student. I'm a student. Okay, working. Working. Dipanshu working, but not new to networking. Just past 12th. I'm not working in networking field. I'm working DC. Working. Okay. All right. Working in cloud from commerce background and working as well. All right. So on the behalf of this, we have mixed audience, right? Like few people are working and few people are very fresher to this field. No worries. That's the best thing about CCNA, right? Cisco Certified Network Associate. So basically, CCNA is an entry level certification, guys. All right. CCNA is a entry level certification. So either you are working in the network or you are not working in the network. CCNA is for you guys. Okay. Who is offering this certification? So basically, there is an organization known as Cisco. All right. So basically, guys, Cisco is a US based organization. All right. Who is dealing in network, hardware and software both. Not only hardware, Cisco is also dealing in network, software also, right? It is a multinational organization. Cisco is the market leader in the field of IT networking. Cisco is the market leader in the field of IT networking. So Cisco is not only there, right? We have, other vendors also like Juniper, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, FortiGate, HP, Huawei. There are, hundreds of other vendors as well. But Cisco is the market leader in this field because Cisco is the oldest company here who is leading in this business. All right. So if first of all, if we see that Cisco, not Cisco's, only Cisco. All right. You guys can see here. Cisco system, commonly known as Cisco, is an American-based multinational digital communication technology conglomerate corporation headquartered in San Jose, California. Cisco develop, manufacture and sells networking hardware, software, telecommunication equipment and other high technology services and products. Cisco specialized in specific tech markets such as the Internet of Things, domain security, video conferencing, energy management with leading products including WebEx, OpenDNS, Zaber, Dio Security, Jasper. And Cisco is the one of the largest companies in the world, ranking 74 on the Fortune 100. I hope you guys are aware of this term, Fortune 100. Right? So Cisco is also one of them with over 51 billion in revenue and nearly 80,000 employees worldwide. So now you guys can assume how big is Cisco, right? How big is Cisco? And the revenue of Cisco is $51 billion in revenue. So it was founded in 1984. So what was the challenge, guys? Cisco said that, okay, we will build software, right? We will build software. We'll also deal in hardware, for example. But when you'll go to sell this box simply, or you can say service, right? When you're going to sell this to customer will say that, okay, I'll purchase your boxes. Your boxes are great. But what about engineers? Right? I'll implement Cisco devices or Cisco products in my network, but I also need network engineers who can handle my network, who can troubleshoot the problem, right? So product is great, no doubt, but we need engineers as well who can operate the network, who can operate the devices, who can design my network in a better way, right? So that I can maximize the throughput of my network. So what Cisco did? Cisco said that, okay, with great software and hardware products, we also have to build network engineers who can manage our devices. That's why Cisco introduced the certifications, guys. And the first certification was CCNA. Now tell me, see, when we go to purchase, like for example, you are purchasing a car, guys, right? We always try to purchase a car who can be like, we can get easy service, right? Like nowadays, if we say Ford is not in India now. So if you'll buy a Ford car, how will make sure that you'll get the easy service, right? For example, you'll have to go 500 kilometers to get service for your car. Right? So we also see the support system that, okay, if we purchasing a product, how will get this support? Is it easy to get the support or it is going to be very difficult? So Cisco said that, okay, we'll launch certifications. Through the certifications, the interested people, right, can learn about the technology. Then they can learn about how the devices are operating and they can manage the devices. So that's why the very first certification was, CCNA. And it was a great move for Cisco, right? Because Cisco, through the certification, Cisco is earning good money, right? Cisco is earning good money, as well as through the certification, more and more people will learn about the Cisco technology. So for it would be very easy for a company to find the network engineers instead of any other vendor, right? Other vendors are having great products, but when it comes to learning the technology, you'll find, endless resources of Cisco. You can find documents, you can find videos, you can find blogs, right? You can find an institute very easily where you can learn Cisco technology. So CCNA is the first level of certification you can go for. After that, with time, Cisco said that, okay, let's divide the certifications in levels. The second level of certification is CCNP. Anyone want to guess the third level of certification? Anyone want to guess? First level is CCNA, then CCNP. Next. Very good. Very good. So that certification is CCIE. CCIE. So now we have total 3 certifications. First is Cisco Certified Network Associate. The second is Cisco Certified Network Professional. Okay. And third one is Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert. The third one is Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert. So we have total 3 level of certification which are offered by Cisco. The first is CCNA, then CCNP, then CCIE. All right. So the very basic level is CCNA. Cisco is offering these certifications. Then, first of all, in the certification, from the learning perspective, you learn the network fundamentals. In CCNA, you will learn about the network fundamentals, guys. In the network fundamentals, we'll talk about what is included, right? Then, if you want to get the certification from Cisco, right, then you have to pass an exam, which is CCNA 200-301. And the exam cost is $300 plus taxes. So now you guys can see the fees will be around, if we see dollar to INR, $300 to in rupees. So it is almost 24,000, right? It is almost 24,000 plus taxes. So this is how Cisco is earning good money also, right? And then you'll get a certification from the Cisco. So you are verified from the Cisco now. So what is the advantage of this? Cisco certifications are worldwide valid, guys. Not only in India, right? Cisco certifications are worldwide valid. So you can go anywhere and you can get a job very, very easily. But mostly people are behind the certifications, okay? But first of all, what matters is the knowledge. First of all, you guys have to go through the class. You have to revise the topics every day. Then you have to do the practicals, right? After finishing this, course, you have to revise the topics. Then you can think about the exam. So it is not going to be so easy, okay? It's a fundamental of the, knowledge of the network, but still you have to put a lots of hard work here. I'm not saying that it is very, very going like difficult like UPSC exam, right? No, but you must have the knowledge of the fundamentals. Then you can clear the CCNA 200-301 exam. After that, it's your interest. You can go for CCNP, you can go for CCI, because along with time, when you'll start working in the networks, we are also having the profiles, right? We have the profiles like level 1 engineer, level 2 engineer, level 3 engineer, right? Likewise. So it requires lots of experience as well as the in-depth knowledge. If you done this with the CCNA, you'll get level 1 engineer job. You'll not get the full access, okay? You'll not be working on all the devices like, okay, you are the master of the network. No, there are 100 of other engineers also in the same network. So you will be having very limited privilege, because being a CCNA certified engineer, you are not having the in-depth knowledge, or you're not having the knowledge of other technologies as well, right? You are just having the basic fundamentals cleared. So to get promotion to go reach to the next level, you guys have to go through CCNP, then you can go for CCIE. After completing your CCIE, you will get expertise in that particular field. So it is a hierarchy. So you have to follow the hierarchy, guys. Like you can't go to direct to CCIE. Similar to school system, right? First we go to LKG, UKG, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Then we complete our 12th. After that we go to college, right? Then you do your master degree. So similarly here, first of all, you'll complete CCNA, then you'll go for CCNP, and then you'll go for CCIE. And this is the exam fees. Now, any confusion till now, guys? Feel free to ask in the chat box, okay? No, okay. Then IT networking is very, very vast. Is a very big industry, guys. It's not a small industry, okay? So we have multiple streams here. Like it is like you have the knowledge of programming language and you are building a road, or you are building machines. You are not a mechanical engineer, right? Like in colleges, we have streams like software engineer, CS, computer science, then mechanical engineer. Then there are other streams as well. Similarly, in networking, we have different streams. Any guesses in the chat box, guys? The different networking streams? Okay. So first of all, we have the routing and switching. Okay. We have the security stream. We have data center. We have voice and collaboration. We have, network design, service provider, and then we have the wireless. Similarly, there are other technologies as well. Routing and switching, security, data center, voice and collaboration, design, service provider, wireless. Right now, you guys might be using the wireless. I'm using wireless connectivity, guys. I'm at my home and I'm having an access point, or you can say wireless router. So I'm having the wireless connectivity. Okay. Tag engineering is post, guys, not a stream. Okay. Mhm. So delete this one and clear it here. Then Cisco was offering CCNA, CCNP and CCA, right? So we have CCNA, then we have CCNP, and then we have CCIE. CCNA here, CCNP, CCI. CCNA, CCNP, CCI. So you're having 3 levels in each certification. Basics to advanced. Basic to advanced. Okay. But in 2020, guys, in 2020, Cisco made some changes to the certifications. Now all the CCNA certifications are merged and we have only one CCNA. Now we are not having separate CCNA for routing and switching, security, data center, voice and collaboration, right? Now we have only one CCNA. Now we have only one CCNA. So we have only one CCNA, guys, which is CCNA 200-301. So this is what we are going to learn here. Okay. Now, and the best thing about CCNA or Cisco certification is that no matter you are from technical background or not, okay, anyone who is interested and ready to work hard can easily learn the CCNA. Okay. Now you don't need a technical background or any prerequisite thing. Okay, there's no prerequisites to go for CCNA. If you really like want to do it and you are ready to put your time there and hard work, you can learn CCNA, guys, or you can learn CCNP or CCIE. It is not that much difficult. Okay. Even the best part is that all the things are related. You guys can easily relate to it. Now tell me the locations of your guys. Like, where are you from? Like, I'm in Haryana right now. So to your location in the chat box. Where are you right now? Oh, very interesting. So, sir, what's your salary? Very good question. I'm just earning my bread. All right. Getting 2 times meal and a place to live. See, so Bangalore, Delhi, Kerala, Uttarakhand, Gurgaon, Bangalore, Dubai, Buxar, Haryana, Chandrapur, Noida, Vellore, Tamil Nadu, Mohali, Hyderabad, Maharashtra, Canada, Visakhapatnam, Dubai, Bangalore, right? Gurgaon, Kerala. So see, guys, Maharashtra, we are very, very far away, right? But still we are able to communicate with each other. How is it possible? Any guesses? Any idea? How is it possible? Right? Network, internet. Very good. So it is possible, right? We are able to communicate no matter where you are located right now. Few people are in even in Canada, right? So you can imagine how far Canada is from here, from me, right? Few people are in, Hyderabad, Tamil Nadu, Bangalore. So we are still able to connect it with each other. Have you ever give it a second thought that how is it possible? Like when you are watching videos or when you are watching Netflix, when you are watching reels on Instagram, right? Or when you are doing WhatsApp call, video call with your friends or with your family. So how the traffic is going, guys? Like in the past, right? In the past, we were having a post office concept. So in the post of office, what we do, we write a letter, right? Then there is a box, you put it here, the letter. Then the postman will come to the box, will collect the letters, go to post office. From the post office, then they'll deliver the letter to the location. Now tell me, guys, I hope all of you guys are aware of the pin code, right? Right now my pin code is 12002. Right, I think so. Let me check. Gurgaon sector 14 pin code. So the pin code is 1222001. Right? So this is the pin code. What is the significance of this pin code? You guys will see that you are having a pin code also, but that is different from this one. So if I want to send a letter to Gurgaon, I have to write the pin code as well, right? With the name, so that it can easily be delivered to that particular pin code. Specific identification. Similarly, right now you are somewhere, right? I'm also somewhere in the world, but still we are able to communicate. So similarly, we are able to connect with each other, right? Okay. So this is what we are going to learn here, guys. We will be relating to each and everything. So you guys can also relate it to real life, right? And with relating to the real life, we will be learning it very, very easily, right? Theory plus practical plus, the test and all. So this is how we are going to learn it. Now you guys are waiting for the topics. I think so. Like you guys really want to know what we are going to learn in CCNA, what specific technology we are going to learn, right? So first of all, we are going to start with the network fundamentals, guys. So the very first question is, like we said, network. But the very first question is, what is a network? Any idea? Or instead of saying this, I can say, what is a digital network? Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? Okay. So a network is a group of devices connected with each other using some sort of media. And in networks, we have only two types of media, guys. Either it is wired media or it is wireless media. Either you're going to have wired media or you're going to have the wireless media. So network is a group of devices. Now in devices, we have two types of devices, guys. First is the network devices. And second is the end host, or you can say end devices. Now, what is the difference between network devices or end devices? So network devices are like, a switch, a router, an access point, firewall, load balancer, IPS IDS, multiplexer. Anything else you want to add here to the list? Modem. Anything else? Repeater. Okay. WLC. Very good. Wireless controller. Which is also known as WLC, and many more, guys. Many more. Okay. Then we have end devices. What do you mean by end devices? End devices means your laptop or maybe desktop, IP phone, CCTV cameras, mobile phone, scanner, right? Biometric machine, printer, scanner, printer, server. Very good. Let's complete a list of 10, right? Anything else? Completed, guys? Complete the list of 10 devices, media converter. An example like IP phone is there already. Yeah, we can say television. So guys, see, like we used to say in the childhood, right? Like be like a tree, right? Tree never use its own shadow, and tree never eats its own fruit. So tree is giving you the shadow as well as the fruit, right? The river does not drink its own water. So these were some examples our elders give us. It means like you must have some like hours to do the social work. Similarly, The network devices are doing the same thing here. Network devices are like trees, right? They are not going to eat their own fruit. If I'm using a switch in the network, I'm using it to build the network. Who is going to use it? Any idea? The end devices. Or we call it end user as well, right? So the end user is going to use the network. So in the end user, we can have, laptop, desktop, IP phone, CCTV cameras, mobile phone, scanner, biometric machine, printer, server, TV. And nowadays, it's time of Internet of Things, right? If you go, if you think about like, we are not that old, but if we compare it to the initial days of the network, in that time, guys, we were having the network for computers, right? What it is now? Network of things, which we also call it IoT, Internet of Things, right? So in the initial days, there was only one device, or there were very limited number of devices. There were only computers we were having, right? So computer were only able to connect to the network. Nowadays, it is time of Internet of Things. Internet of Things means you can connect any device to the network. Nowadays, we have the smart TV, right? In the initial days, like if you go 10 to 15 years ago, we were watching TVs at home, right? So we were having a cable, TV cable. We can't skip the ads. We have to watch the ads, right? We can only change the channel. This is what we can do. But nowadays, you can connect your TV with internet and you can watch your favorite serial on Netflix, Prime, YouTube. You can skip the song, you can skip some parts of the video, right? You can watch it anytime. So it is what? It is network of things. That's why we call it Internet of Things. Like you can use your washing machine, for example. So if you have a washing machine, you can manage it from a remote location. If you have the CCTV cameras at home, you can access them from a remote location. So anything can be connected to the network if it is having the supported hardware, right? So nowadays you see that we have unlimited number of end users. So in the network, guys, in a digital network, we are going to have switch, routers, access point, firewall, load balancer, IPS IDS, multiplexer, wireless controllers. We will be talking about all of these devices in the class. Okay, so if we see a simple wired and wireless network, both images. We have a simple topology, a simple network topology diagram. Copy image and paste it here. The image is not clear. copy maze. Let me try this one. Yeah, much better. So I hope you guys can see this, right? So guys, basically we also have a device here, okay, which is known as a switch. So all of these devices are not directly connected with the router. They are connected with the switch first of all, because the router is not having these many ports. Then we have a device. This is firewall. It is a security device which is going to protect my network. Right? Then here we have connected with the cloud winds. We are connected with the internet as well. For example, this is other office of our company. We have a connection here as well. So this is a very, simple design of a network. So if I draw it by myself, for example, like what we can have in our network, we can have something similar to this. These are my hosts, for example, right? We have a printer as well. We have a server here, right? We have an iPad. And we have some mobile users as well. So all of these printer and these servers are connected with this switch using a physical cable. This is a cable. All right. I'm also having an access point, which is known as a wireless router also, guys, but access point is the actual term. Okay. These devices are connected through the wireless connectivity. Let's move it here. And then this access point is also connected with this switch with a wired connectivity. After that, can you please go a bit faster? I can, but we have to maintain the, the rhythm, guys, because all of you are not having the familiarity with all of these things. So excuse me. Okay. We have around 40 students in the class. Am I going slow, guys? Or is it fine? Okay. Thank you. Now, this switch will be connected with a router, guys. Now I'm showing you very, very basic design because we are not going to dependent on a single router. Because if this router will goes down, we will not be able to connect to the outside networks, right? We'll be having more than one routers, but this is, I'm just drawing a very, very simple design here. Then we have a firewall, and firewall is connected with internet. Firewall is connected with internet. Okay. So now we have internet means cloud. No, internet doesn't mean cloud, guys. Cloud computing is a different technology. So don't relate your internet with cloud computing. Okay. Here, this cloud means internet. Why we draw it like this? Simply cloud means we don't care about the internal processes. That's why we simply represent it using a cloud. Okay. But that cloud computing is a different thing. Doesn't the firewall come between switch and router? So basically it's a matter of, choice, Nikhil. Sometimes we used to connect router with the internet, and then behind the router we have the firewall. Sometimes router is behind the firewall. So it's up to the design or specific, choices. Okay. So it's not always like necessary to have the firewall behind the router. So sometimes we have router behind the firewall, or sometimes firewall behind the router. Cloud is basically someone's system we are using according to our need. Yes, Harmanjit, thank you for this point. Now, in this network, we need some sort of identity for the machines, right? We need an identity because see, if I show you total world population, so it is around 8 billion people. Total internet users in the world, 5 billion, right? So the world population is 8 billion and the active internet users are 5 billion. And each and everyone is using different things, different services. Like right now, we are attending this class, but maybe other people are watching videos on YouTube. Someone is watching videos on Netflix, Prime Video, right? Someone is doing it's, office time, office work, meetings and all. So we are here using the same network, but still doing different things. How is it possible? Right? It means each and every machine is having a unique identity. Because of this, the data of other machines is not delivered to me. Data which is being delivered to me is the only data which I have requested for, right? I'm not getting any unnecessary data here. I'm not getting unnecessary data. So machines are having the identity, guys. Normally machines are having two identities. Okay. MAC address. Right now, I'm not going to discuss what is MAC address or what is IP address, but I'm just telling you guys that like we have identities, machines are having the same type of identity, right? Like we are having the name. I'm having a name. My brother is having a name. My sister is having a name. Mother, father, we are having a different or unique name. Similarly, the machines are also going to have a unique identity, which is used by the machine. So this is an example of a network. Like, what is a network? Right? Network is a group of devices. So I've shown you both the technologies here. See what this access point is doing. This is wireless connectivity. And this is wired connectivity. Wired and wireless connectivity both. But you guys will always see that the backend is or backbone is always wired. Wireless connectivity is great, right? Wireless connectivity and wired. Can you tell me one of the advantage of wireless connectivity, guys, in the chat box? Like, what is the main advantage of having a wireless connectivity? Very good. No need of port, easy to move, less expensive. Move with the internet, MTU rate is higher, we can access from anywhere. So you guys have given, very good points. But the main advantage wireless is having over wired is known as the mobility. We call it. That's why we call it mobile phone. See, we were having the phone, right? But the phone was landline phone. So landline phones that we cannot move it. That's why from landline phone, now we are using mobile phone. Mobile means you can move, still having the connectivity. Still having the connectivity. So the wireless having a good advantage over wired is, right? And the advantage is the mobility. You can move from one location to other location without losing the connectivity. You are still connected in the network, but you are also able to move from location A to location B. But in networks, we are using both the technology. We are not like we are using wireless only. No, we are using wired and wireless both, because wireless is good, but wireless is having its own limitation. It can't support longer distance communication. That's why the backbone is always wired. So you can see here, right? Access point is giving wireless connectivity, but access point itself is connected through wire with the switch. So the backbone is still wired. Backbone is still wired. So this is just a basic example of network. All of these are end devices, guys. Now you can easily categorize it here. These are end devices. Printer is end device. What is a switch? Switch is a network device, which is here to build the network. Switch is building network for the end users. Similarly, router is giving services to the end user. Firewall is also for the end user, right? Firewall is also for the end user. Now, let me show you. Can we configure 3G 2G band channel on AP? By default, this configuration is, automated, Salman, right? But you have the, permission to change it. If you want, you can change it. Now, let's go to the Cisco official site. Cisco.com. Go to learn. Certification and exam. Exam last. I think I can't mute the video. Please keep your camera off, guys. We don't need camera, okay? So please turn off your mic and camera both. So here, if we go to this section, you guys can see CCNA 200-301, right? If you click on this, you'll get this exam overview. So you have to click on review exam topics. You can see, to earn your CCNA certification, you must pass the 200-301 CCNA exam. This 120-minute exam tests your knowledge of these 6 things: network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, and automation and programmability. That's why the CCNA certification is divided into 6 sections, guys. The certification is divided into 6 sections. The network fundamental is of 20%, network access of 20%, IP connectivity is of 20%, IP services 10%, security fundamentals 15%, automation programmability is also 10%. So this is how we total have 100%. So total we have 6 sections. Each section is covering different topics, right? After completing this, so like we have non-overlapping channel on 2.4. So do we have in 2G and 3G? Salman, see, we are here to discuss the IT networking, guys. Okay. We are not talking about telecommunication. So 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G are part of telecommunication. But yes, we have the wireless channels. We have the wireless frequencies, so that we can send data at different frequencies just to avoid the overlapping. Okay. All right. Okay. So guys, after completing these 6 sections, you guys will have the good understanding of the network. All right. Good understanding of a network. Okay. Now let's see what is inside all of this. So the first section is covering the network components, routers, layer 2, layer 3 switches, firewall, IPS, access point, controllers, endpoints, servers, PoE. Then the network design, how we are going to design the network, type of cables, fiber optical cable and copper cables, cable issues, TCP, UDP. Any idea about TCP and UDP, guys? All right. Very good. Reliable and non-reliable protocol. Very good. Then we have IP version 4 addressing and subnetting. What is the need for IP version 4 addressing? Configure and verify IPv6 addressing. Unicast. Because we have two versions of IP, guys. IP version 4 and IP version 6. Then we have wireless here. What is non-overlapping Wi-Fi channels? What is SSID? What is RF? How wireless encryption works? Then virtualization fundamentals, because nowadays cloud computing is on fire, and virtualization is a part of it. So you guys must have the basic knowledge of virtualization. So that's why Cisco included virtualization in CCNA. IP version 4 is enough, then why we need IPv6? So it will be clear to you, Bhanu, once we'll start with IP version 4, okay? So I'm just giving you the idea of CCNA today, not starting the thing here. But I'm sorry to ask you at what time the class will wind up because I need to log in 10 p.m. Don't worry, before 10 p.m. we'll finish for today, okay? Ten more minutes, 9:50 will finish. Yeah. Then we have the MAC address concept, because see, switch is a very important part of the network. So being a network engineer, you guys must have the basic understanding of a switch, that how a switch is working, how a switch is forwarding the traffic, how the switch is taking its actions. So all of these things are covered in this part. What is MAC learning and aging? What is frame switching, frame flooding, MAC address table? So this is section 1, right? Then we have section 2, in which we are going to learn about VLANs. What is trunk port? What is native VLAN? Configure and verify layer 2 discovery protocols. So right now you guys don't know what is layer 2 and what is layer 3. I hope some of you know about layer 2 and layer 3, but there are few people also, right, the very fresher students, so they don't have any knowledge of layer 2 and layer 3. So once we'll complete OSI model and TCP IP model, then you guys will get to know that, okay, what is layer 2 and what is layer 3 means here, right? Yeah. But we have a protocol CDP and LLDP, then we have a technology ether channel. So this section is given to this part is for switching from here to here, this one, right? After this is from wireless, because wireless is a very important part of CCNA now. After this, we have IP connectivity. We are gonna learn about the routing part. This is the reason we are able to communicate, guys, right? I'm in Haryana, you guys in Bangalore, Delhi, Canada, US, Dubai, but still we are able to communicate. So this is possible because of IP connectivity, and this is possible because of IP routing. So who is doing the routing here? The routers, right? So this whole thing is covered in this section. Yes, Raj, you can understand TCP dump, okay? So this section 3 is given to IP connectivity. Sir, MPLS covered? No. MPLS is not part of CCNA, okay? We also covered subnetting. Yes, we cover subnetting, Gaurav, as you have seen in section 1 here. Okay, subnetting. Then we have the security fundamentals, security part. But in this, we are just going to learn about the basic security, very basic security, okay? We are not going to learn the advanced, because you know that network security is also a vast thing. So here we are going to learn about the basic of network security. Like what is a threat, what is vulnerabilities, exploit, mitigation techniques, what is user awareness, training, physical access, configure and verify device access control using local password, describe password policy elements. Salman, right now we are not talking about access point, my friend. You are asking out of the context question. So please, if you have any relevant question for right now, please feel free to ask. Okay. If don't, please have some patience. Once we'll start with the training, once we'll come to the AP, what is access point, what is wireless. I'm not talking about any technology here. I'm not talking about any specific technology. Okay. I'm just giving you guys an overview what is included in CCNA. Then IPsec, remote access and site-to-site VPN. VPN is a very easy term, right? Virtual private network. And you guys also have used VPN some time, right? At any point, you guys, I think you have used VPN. So most of the time we are using remote access VPN being an end user, but we have a type of VPN, site-to-site VPN and remote VPN. Access list. Manageable and unmanageable switch are like manageable switch means you can change the configuration, unmanageable switch means you can't do anything. So on unmanageable switches, we can't make any changes. Configure and verify access control list. So by default, all kind of traffic is allowed to pass through the router. But by configuring access control list, we can control this behavior. Okay. Then we have layer 2 security features. This is for wireless again. What Cisco did in 2020, guys, Cisco has added the automation to the syllabus. Either it is CCNA, CCNP or CCI. So in each section, you guys will see automation and programmability everywhere. So now in CCNA, we have 10% of automation and programmability. Like what? How automation impact network management? What is the traditional network and the upcoming networks? So we have to compare both the things here. Compare traditional network with controller based networking. We do the same on firewall devices. Yes, you can do it on firewall devices. Salman, what is automation, sir? Automation, like by using the automation, we can, skip the regular task. So the repetitive task can be done through the automation, right? We can automate all of these things using the controllers or using the script. So this whole section is going to explain that what is network automation, how it is going to make the impact, what kind of changes you guys going to see, how we are managing the network today, and how we'll manage the networks using the automation. So we'll see the difference. We'll see the actual difference. Okay. Does HTTP and HTTPS covered in CCNA? Yes. Yes, sir. HTTP, HTTPS, DHCP, FTP, TFTP, DNS. We are going to cover all of these things in CCNA. Do we have any blueprint on which week we will be covering the listed sections and the practicals? It will be easier to plan. Yes, Karthik. It will be shared with you guys once we'll start with the class. Okay. Does programming language need to now? If need, what is to be learned? See, now you don't need it, but as soon as you'll start learning it, it will be beneficial for you. So you guys can learn Python, the basic Python here. Okay. Because it is going to really help you in the coming years. So see, learn it or not, but it is going to impact your career in the future, guys. It is bitter but true, right? will be daily join the class by provided link? Yes. And the class will be started at 8:30, guys. So please make sure you guys join it 5 minutes earlier so that we can start sharp at 8:30, right? Because this is like in the evening, we have very limited time. Can we get recorded session? Yes. Our classes will be 8:30 to 10, guys. Or we'll wrap up it by 9:50. Okay. So the max to max is 10. Every day, Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday will be off. This course is this class is in English, guys. Okay, we have other batches in Hindi. Duration is around 1.5 month. Okay. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is no class. Dipanshu. We go to live, right? So we are doing the job, then we are learning it in the evening, and then we are doing it on Saturday and Sunday also. So our body will not allow this, right? Not 8:30 to 9:30, 8:30 to 10. How about labs? So you can contact to management. They'll inform you that how you can get the access of lab and all.
Yeah, so guys, you will be getting all the lab credentials and everything on your email address. So enrolled students have already got that. And for those who wanted to enroll, they can contact the team. Okay. And all the details will be forwarded on the email address and on the portal itself.
Thank you, sir.
So any other questions or queries you have in, guys?
That's all from my side, sir. You can take on now further.
Done. So we can end this meeting now. Okay. So the next session will be tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.